is to a greater truth. One must destroy in order to create. How inevitable. I'm not starting a war, but Thrall will. It didn't need to come to this. You know no other way. We are no Jedi. Such as you've never dreamed. We are no Jedi. One parting lesson, Shin. Impatience for victory.
All right, we are live. What's up, everybody? So today we have Swampgrass, Stan the Man. That's what I call him. Stan Animal, though. And Enigma. How we doing, fellas?
Good.
Doing well. How are you?
I woke up earlier today, so it was a good day.
Good day. Let me turn you guys up a little bit.
Any day I wake up is a good day. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, that's a good day.
Yeah, everything is good over here. Oh yes.
All right, glad to hear it.
Yeah,
So,
how's that car? Weren't you working on your car recently?
Yeah, no, it's doing less good.
he didn't want to talk about it.
I just got back from vacation, okay? One day it'll be going good.
So, we'll just talk chit chat real quick. Let everybody gather in. Where'd you go on vacation at?
So my parents live in British Columbia.
Mm-hmm.
So I was out there. It's Thanksgiving here in Canada. So anyone who's watching out in Canada,
Yeah.
happy Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving in Canada, is that because you guys were so drunk you forgot what month it was and you had it a month early?
No, we just had
So-
ours first before you guys were, before you guys were colony, and then you guys were like, "That's a cool idea," so you started doing it, and you're yeah.
Oh, so we stole it from you is what you're saying.
No, I don't know which one came first. I'm just joking.
It's all good. Having fun.
So, Stan and Enigma, what you guys been up to?
Work, video games. That's pretty much it, man.
Rehab, more rehab, and running kids around and work.
How many kids you have?
Right there.
And Stan cut out. What would you say?
How many kids you have?
5.
Dang. I only got 2. You put me to shame.
You gotta catch up, just like them R9s.
I don't wail much as you, son. Oh, but you don't forget who's on the leaderboard, GAC. I just want you remember that. We're in the same guild, so I can see who's on the top of the leaderboard. Oh.
Okay, I'm on the top of the leaderboard and other stuff in there, so it's all good. Me and my 18 million raid score.
You can have that 18 million and not everything R9. I mean, it would be nice, but that would be nice. I ain't gonna lie.
Someday.
We can dream.
a bonkers score.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's huge points. That's great.
So, everybody knows Swamp because me and Swamp done a podcast together before. So
You know he doesn't live in the swamp.
Canada could be a swamp.
There
Uh,
are swamps that I visit.
like Shrek. So we're gonna ask some questions. We'll do Swamp last, and then we'll go with the newer people. So tell me about yourself and hobbies and things you like to do. We'll start with Stan.
All right. A little bit about myself. Stanimal 56, Stanimal Ravenous, known by a bunch of different names. Uh, so always been really passionate about Star Wars. Grew up playing football, so those are two things that I can talk about all the time. Yeah, that's pretty much all of my. I build Legos. I do some woodworking, and weightlift. Should probably get out and do some cardio, but I had a couple ankle surgeries, and I don't move as well as I used to when I was a kid. So there's that. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know you weightlifted.
Yeah.
Well, I never asked you, but I was
Every
just.
time he goes to the bathroom, right? Isn't that how that you're supposed to say?
I do heavy lifting every day. It's called getting out of bed.
All
Yeah,
right.
for me, I sit up to the bar and do those curls.
Here you go.
All right, Enigma, tell me about you, except for Wellen.
Hey, who doesn't love to go whaling? I mean, it's outlawed now, isn't it? Isn't that like illegal now? Whaling?
Depends where you are.
No. What do you want me to say?
What do you do
Single,
besides?
5 kids,
Uh-huh.
play SWGOH when I can, do martial arts, jiu-jitsu, MMA, football, American football. So I don't know if Stan's over here talking like soccer because he said football, or if he means football like NFL, college and NCAA and all that stuff. So yeah, football, American football, just to clarify for any Brits out there, that don't speak English and are in our guild and might be watching. Let's see. Yeah, that's about it. My kids are my life pretty much. They run me everywhere.
Gotcha. I know you do that. What is it, jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, jiu-jitsu. It's basically
Jiu-jitsu.
like 5 days a week.
That'd be a lot.
Yeah, but
All
it's
right.
fun. It's really good cardio too. It's a different kind of cardio. We get people coming in who think they're, got shit hot cardio and they're like dying after one round. They're like can't breathe and like falling over.
That's how I was today. So kids asked me to go. We played outside and then rode the scooters and everything down this steep hill. Almost died, and then I was like, "Damn, this is rough. I'm out of shape."
Getting old sucks.
Yeah, it does. All right, Swamp. Tell me about yourself. I already know everything about you, but not everybody does.
Yeah, I got lots of hobbies. I like to hunt and fish, and somewhat recently started getting into doing mechanical repairs for my cars because I don't like paying shops ridiculous amounts of money. So learn some skills, do some stuff, and I do live streaming on Twitch. I used to do it every day, but now I'm like, maybe 2, 3 times a week. And YouTube, creating content from my streams. I have a channel there for that, and yeah, lots of stuff. Marvel, MSF, lots of other games that I play outside of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes as well. And
When you say hunt swamp, you using like a bow and arrow, or you using like a whistle? Like, how's that work in Canada when you can't have firearms?
Yeah, I have like 3 shotguns and 2 rifles. I have a semi-automatic SKS, so I'm not
I
sure
don't
what you
know.
mean.
I don't know if you'd want to put that out in the world, man. They might come take it from you. Aren't you not allowed to have that stuff? You gotta keep that on the down low, man.
Yeah, of course we're allowed. Of course we're allowed. It's gun carrying country.
I was gonna say, per capita, they have a lot more weapons than the United States.
I don't know about that per se. US is pretty loaded up, but we have a lot of guns. We're probably maybe second or third in that regard.
I was gonna say per capita because I
Nice.
know we have a lot of people in the United States, and there's many people who
That's
don't
true.
own them.
That's true.
Yeah, no, I don't let them know anything I got other than the one that I carry with me that I have to have licensed. Everything else is a mystery. So they can just show up to the house and I have a Sherman tank in my driveway, and then they're like, fuck this, we're turning around. We didn't know that guy had that. We'll be back later.
They'll be back with a bigger gun.
That's a spider. Yeah, it's dead. I
So
don't know where he came from.
next question is, it's a pretty easy one, but why do you like Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes? Anybody?
What's not to like?
Well,
Other than when they tried to make the Acolyte, what's not to like?
Oh boy, this is gonna end up in a fist fight, I think. Yeah, there's a lot to like about Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. I love turn-based combat, and I think the first time I experienced turn-based combat that was done really well, honestly, was Pokemon. Um, and I think these guys do a really good job of incorporating a lot of those great turn-based elements. So I think that's great, and of course, it's Star Wars. I think they also have a little bit of leeway when it comes to how good the product is because it is a Star Wars game, and there's none other out there.
the only
Yeah,
Star
there isn't
Wars.
any other Star Wars games worth a darn out there right now.
Yeah. Swap?
Yeah, so for me, I'm a huge fan of Hero Collector games. Even before this game came out, I had played many Hero Collector games, and I dig them. Especially more of a hands-free style game. I'm less into games where you have to be like too hands-on, paying attention all the time. I like games where you can kind of, multitask and stuff like that. So it attracted me in that way. And then, of course, huge Star Wars fan. So, that IP is, much more attractive than a lot of the previous games I had been playing that just kind of have their own characters that they made up and stuff like that. So, yeah, for the most part, that's what I'm into. Is any hero collector that functions well. That's another thing. Like some of these mobile games you get in there, they're very glitchy and stuff. And we'll talk a bit later about how SWGOH is kind of turning that way a little bit itself. But for the most part, over the past, what is it, 9 years? Is that we're on?
I think.
Past
9,
9 years,
10 years.
About to be
yeah,
10 years
has
next
been
week.
very functional games. So that's another thing that I like about it. So yeah.
Okay. I think so. If they had another Star Wars game, I don't think that they would have much leeway as they do now. If there was like another mobile game that Star Wars related for their money, but I just think because it is Star Wars, it's the only game out there, and it's the only IP, the big IP, they can get away with murder basically. And then so I mean, yeah, it's Star Wars. Who doesn't like a lightsaber? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically that's everybody's favorite game. So we're gonna go after this last question. We'll go into the news, like what's going on in the game. We'll go over some hot topics. I know if I go over this one, we're on this topic for a long night. So we'll just go over what you're building right now or farming, whatever you want to call it, right now. So whoever wants to go, just what are you building and farming right now on your account or counts?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Relic material. That's it.
You're hoarding?
And mod material, relic and mod material, because I already have everything.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Fair.
Yeah, that is fair.
I hit that goal like last year sometime. I finally caught up to
I thought that was Stan talking. I was like, there ain't no way you have everything in the game. After I looked over, it was you. I was like, yeah, there ain't no way you got everything. We've talked before.
Everything I like.
Huh. All right.
Everything I enjoy playing with. So yeah, since the announcement of Relic Dental, and I know we're going to talk about that at length later, I've started vertical progression instead of expanding my roster and taking because I was going to start farming Pirate King Hondo, but I decided to go back and finish the passion project. I've had my Sith Relic 7 for 4 years now, about. So basically, as soon as they introduced relics and we were able to go up to Relic 7, I bought them right up to Relic 7, the whole faction. And so they've been at Relic 7 minimum for a long time now. I have 4 left that are not Relic 9, so I'm doing them first. And then saving up gear and mats for the Stranger. I'm very excited for that character to come.
Mhm.
And so that's what I'm working on is similar. I'm just farming mods and relic materials right now.
Smart.
All of the Sith to Relic 9, is that what you said?
Yeah, all the Sith
Yeah.
Relic 9, and I got 4 left to do.
Hmm.
2 of them are Relic 8.
Stay in swamp.
Yeah, so for me, I'm just working on raid stuff. The guild is kind of, pushing for higher raid scores, so I'm working on that. It's very material extensive, so, taking a lot longer than I was hoping. But yeah, working on that. Haven't even started pirates, just building the dark side clones and some Jedi vanguards to try to get my foot in the door kind of thing with some good scores. So yeah, that's me right now. I have like 4 journey guide farms that are all reliced up, ready to go, but I have to put them to the side. And same with Lord Vader. I unlocked him like a month ago, and he's just sitting there at gear 8, 1 Zeta. Sad. So once I get my raid stuff ready, then I'll be doing that and some other stuff like Queen Amidala. I acquired her and haven't put anything into her yet, and I have her team ready, but yeah, raid stuff first. So
That's smart as well. Stan,
What's up?
did you go?
yeah, he was saying
No,
Relic
I'm
9
doing the Relic
Sith.
9 Sith.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
taking all my Sith to Relic 9 and saving up for the Stranger and mods. Mods, and mods.
All right. So mine is. So I already had 2 farms lined up, so I already got base. We did unlock base, even though it was bugged. We got him unlocked, got them all to Relic 5, even him. I'm super close to Balin. So those are 2 characters I don't have on my account. I think Balin would be huge for me. I'm like at 12.4, 12.4 some change, and then yeah, after that, I would like to get GL Ahsoka, but we'll just have to see how the Relic Delta plans out and see where I need to go. Because I think what Enigma said it was vertical. We'll see how well it does.
Yeah.
See how well it does, and like I haven't watched a lot of the videos yet. But we're gonna see how well what I need to do, because it's easy. Like when I think of it as GL Ahsoka, she's not a game changer for me. Like she might be for other people, but she's so easily beaten. It's not a game changer for me to go chase her. Like Balin can take a lot of things out on offense. So that benefits me. And Mace is for the raid. So those are the 2 big projects. I just want to get Balin. I want to get Mace. Mace is already done, so I want to get Balin done next. They're all geared. The 2 characters are geared 12, and then I'm done. So it won't take me much longer. But since they're all in the episode pass or the currency store, it makes it a lot faster. So that's my farms right now. I know a lot of people are hoarding their stuff. But I'm gonna still continue my Balin farm because it's gonna be huge for me. I know a lot of people are hoarding right now, but I'm gonna still continue that farm and get that done, so I'm not super behind again. Like I'm still behind, but I punch up where I'm at. So okay. Running Baldwin, welcome. All right. So we're gonna go talk about news going. I should have said news coming to the game, not going to. All right, news coming to the game. Enigma, you're the only one that has Hondo in this chat, right? Anybody else?
I do have Hondo, yes.
Okay, anybody else? Stan, you have Hondo? Geo Hondo?
I do not.
I think, I
Okay.
think he said he's working towards him.
Okay.
Or
Good.
was working towards him at one point.
Okay.
But it'll be a while before I even get down there.
Okay, it's the reason I'm asking the next topic. All right. Let's talk about the trash double and triple drops just for Geo Hondo. I was so pissed because the wording on this was, I was like, they're not going to do this. And I was really wrong. And because I was like, and the data mine, it said double and triple drop. So I was like, oh, hell yeah, I'm going to finish Balin early. And then it was only for this. I was really mad about this. I didn't like it. Like,
It was only for those with Hondo.
yeah, it was only those for Hondo. And I heard the rates weren't that good either. So I'm just like,
No, I didn't notice anything really.
yeah. So what's your guys' thoughts on that real quick?
Well, I think it's garbage that they make it only for people chasing the newest thing.
Yeah. So let me rephrase this. Enigma actually spends a lot of money on this game. I'm not I'm not downgrading. I'm just saying there's different, like I spend a little. Swamp, I don't think he spends a lot. And then
It's been a while since I've spent.
See, they're
I
just
don't spend a lot. I've just been caught up to where I literally don't have anything other than the newest thing like to have to get all the time.
I'm just showing
Years to get there, but
different perspectives. Like I'm just like, oh, Trevor's just saying it's because he's mostly free play. No. This ain't just me. I'm just like, you're hearing it from different perspectives in the game right now. I don't know how much Stan spends or anything like that, but I'm just saying there's different perspectives of the triple drops and stuff like that. But yeah, go ahead. Anybody?
Yeah, so for me, I just honestly was hearing about it less than the other double and triple drop things, and I knew there had to be a reason for it. And then I kind of caught on that, yeah, it's only exclusive to the people with the new content. So yeah, I was kind of like, okay, whatever. Extra bonuses for those who already have bonuses. Great. It's great.
Right. For those who already have everything, they get the bonus.
Yeah, Marvel Strike Force does something like that too. When there's like new teams that come out, they'll have this like showcase that you can play. It's like a little campaign event that only the people that have the new team can play. So it's kind of like, oh, thanks for nothing, you know?
I think it's a great thing. I think it's good to have a situation where if you're buying the newest thing, right, and that's the whole business model is they have to be able to purchase a new thing. And if they purchase the new thing, then yeah, I think they should be rewarded. I heard that the drops were pretty bad, and that they weren't a huge.
Yeah, I did hear that too.
Just from around the community, I heard that they were like, "Oh, I saw no difference," and so I guess it really doesn't affect it one way or the other. But I think that they should incentivize people to go for the new content. And it's not new, right? We saw it when Darth Revan came out. Basically, since Darth Revan came out, and then they had Malak come out like 3 days after that event ended. That was the model for the game. Is if you want to have the newest, shiniest stuff, you've got to pay for it, and then it's going to lead to something big, dynamic right away. Ahsoka was a letdown in that area. I think we kind of got used to that because there was nothing with Ahsoka. People who paid for Ahsoka got an event that was super easy, and then they got Ahsoka, and she's okay. She's a good galactic legend, but really the highlight of that team is Ezra, and you can put him anywhere. Um, so I think we have kind of like a shock to the system with Ahsoka being kind of meh. But look at the clones. Look at they led immediately to Mace. They had their own era battle, right? So they want to reward people for investing in the new thing, and I think that's a good thing because eventually the whales run out of stuff to pay for.
I can say it both ways. I would have redone it like this, like first 2 days. If you bought the character, then you can get the double and triple drops in and leave it open for the free to play players to come in and get some. That's what I would have done. I'm not
I
charged.
mean, I would have given those that chased and had a day one extra benefits, but then everyone else should have been able to get extra benefits separate from what
Yeah.
they got, kind of thing. So it
Yeah,
was a
like
little
a
more,
lower tier kind of thing.
Yeah, they're like,
yeah.
like if you spend, there's nothing wrong with spending. I do it. Just don't tell my wife. Uh if you spend, like I spent on Conquest, I don't know, everybody was, when I was streaming, everybody's like, oh, I see the episode pass. I'm like, yeah. There's nothing wrong with spending. It's just like that would then like a tier thing, like, all right, you got these great rewards right here because you got a day one. All right, then just open it up like a tier list and then let everybody get a little piece. So the next GL comes out, we know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because we were right.
They're gonna move up.
Because we got spoiled on Leia. Like Leia, great GL. She has her event's not that great. Smugglers Run, like Jabba had a Smugglers Run too. The event for Leia is kind of shitty. You only get 1 to 3 Omegas. That's about it. Omicrons, I mean. So it's kind of shitty. Nothing great.
Ewok shards, bro. Gotta finish those Ewoks.
Shit. But we did get spoiled. Leia's a great GL. She's good everywhere. Anytime I do a review, I tell people she's the best GL in the game. So I think that going for, but Soka, you're right. Soka did not have a good event. She was basically no event at all, trash basically. I'm not saying she's a trash GL. I'm saying she didn't have an event tied to her like Hondo does. Smugglers Run 3. I think that's coming out in a couple months, I believe. I didn't really see the date or anything, but you know what I mean? Nothing tied to her. And then it was just like a letdown. Yeah, we had the Ahsoka show, was really great actually. And then it was good. And but nothing came out of that, like no event. So it's just like that's why I don't have her. Because I didn't feel incentive to go get her, because once you have Ezra, I mean,
Ezra can go pretty much anywhere.
yeah.
But and Ahsoka herself is garbage without him, pretty much. Like she's like not even mid. She's like lower than mid, unless she has Ezra. With Ezra on the team, she's great. Without him, she doesn't do shit.
So somebody had a question and a little statement here. Everest said, I feel the biggest issue with double and triple drops is marketing. We used to have double and triple drops being for everyone, and they broke that expectation. SR3, I guess Smugglers Run 3, should have been ready, and they could have run that twice for people who got the Honda. Yeah, they could have done that, and then double and triple drops for everybody. Easy fit. Easy.
Just
Easy.
Incentivize it that way. Yeah.
Easy fix.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I was really disappointed. I was like, there ain't no fucking way they're just doing for GL Honda.
Yeah. Also, another thing with the Leia release is there was a lot of double and triple drops for those characters surrounding that release too. I remember that. So
and the
For
raid,
everybody.
and she had a raid.
That's right, yeah. The
Yeah,
lovely speeder bike raid.
yeah. I forgot Leia did have that raid, and
Oh my god, that raid sucked.
but they incentivize you on 1 and 2.
It was nice, but it sucked at the same time with the everyone that got motion sickness from it and stuff. That was terrible.
Oh yeah, I was seeing that backdrop in my dreams. The trees going by.
Well,
In your dreams or in your nightmares?
Yeah,
both.
somebody's dreams.
Well, the other thing was, all right, I didn't spend any money to get Leia, and I got Leia because all the double and triple drops they have for these characters, to get these characters, they didn't really have that for Ahsoka. Remember Ahsoka came out, they really didn't have a lot of double and triple drops.
Yeah, I feel like they had a little bit, but not much. Not compared to Leia.
No, Leia, they had double and triple drops like everywhere. They wanted you to go get her because she was part of that raid. So she had a raid, she had a decent event. I mean, she had a lot of things tied into her. Just still, I don't know. Like kind of what they're doing with Hondo a little bit, but his stuff's not farmable. Most of his stuff's not farmable yet.
Yeah, only 3 of the characters, right?
I believe 3, yeah. Because I'm chasing on one of my other accounts and I'm close. And yeah, it's only 3 right now. Anybody else want to add anything to that before we move on to the hot topic?
Just remember, everybody, 3 times 0 is still 0.
I don't know. Not with the math they teaching kids these days.
Oh yeah, the new stuff. It's it's 3 times 0 is like 6, 7. I'm pretty sure, or something like that. That's what I heard.
Yeah, something weird.
All right, so we're going to talk about it. I don't have an infographic like the other streamers do. You guys can just tell me, people in chat, let me know if we're wrong or right. I haven't watched a lot of videos about this since everybody's been posting every other day about it. So Relic Delta. This is a hot topic. This might take us a while. I know they've been tweaking it.
Like they're tweakers tweaking it.
They're still tweaking it. I didn't get invited. I was really pissed I didn't get invited to this shit. But I messaged Meathead about it too. And I said, what the fuck? But so Swamp and I played Marvel Strike Force. So we know what it's called, overpowered over there. One of the reasons I stopped playing Marvel Strike Force because like a normal counter I would use low power couldn't be a high power team anymore. And I had a
PvP.
In PvP, I had a 2 or 3 shot at. So we know a little bit. Like when they said that, I knew it's going to be Red Star or something or overpowered. I knew it was going to be one or the other.
Yeah.
So just let me know your thoughts and what you guys have seen. How like they're pushing it back till after Stranger comes out. So what they've said so far. Just let me know your thoughts and what you think about them tweaking it. Looks like they're still tweaking it. Talking to, they're not called beta testers. I forget what they're called, but basically they're the beta testers, streamers, and then go from there. Anybody in chat as well, if whoever wants to go first.
I say we don't need this so-called Relic Delta. Let's just go there. We don't need that trash.
I think it would benefit you though.
So one thing.
It probably would benefit.
I think it would benefit you. I know you have one of the biggest accounts, so one of the big accounts. So it would benefit you. I'm just you saying no. I'm just like I want people to understand he has a big account. So him saying no, I mean it's.
Yeah, I just don't see the need for it. Like I like the idea of being able to punch up with counters, like and being creative with your teams and whatnot. This just eliminates any creativity whatsoever. Oh, let me just throw in a bunch of R9s. They ain't gonna touch it. Their biggest team is R5. They ain't doing shit. I
Yeah.
win.
Yeah.
What kind of BS is
Do
that?
you face a lot of people who have only R5 teams?
Me? No. But I'm just saying they're there, so I can see that happening. Most. Oh shoot! I just lost. Hold on a second.
We can still hear you.
Stupid. Moving my ear pods and it changed. Dun, dun, dun. Okay,
One
there
of
you
the
go.
things
No,
is
most of what I face is bigger accounts than me or roughly the same as me for the most part. So around that 15 mil account mark.
Okay.
how often do you think that somebody who has only Relic 5s faces somebody who has only Relic 9?
Me.
You don't have anything over
Trevor,
Relic
when he's
5?
punching up into K1, I do it when I punch up into K1. That's for sure.
Yeah, when I punch, like I'm on. Go ahead.
They all are R9 everything pretty much when you get into K1.
Yeah, I'm on the border. I'm on that K2, K1 border. So most of the time I'm in K1. Sometimes I'll slide in K2. But yeah, I face a lot of R9s. Like they'll have
Yeah, yeah.
40, 50 compared to my 10 or more.
Well, I have 31. Maybe that's a better benchmark to talk about this because you can have a different level of GP and have different relic levels. I myself currently have 32 relic 9.
No. All right, let me rephrase this. Somebody said, no, I have some R9s. I thought the question was, do I use R5s against R9s? Was that the question?
Yeah, yeah. How
Yeah.
often do you use relic 5s against relic 9s?
Oh, I do all the
And is
time.
it
Okay, good.
and do you think that that's okay? Like, so for me, I don't think that it's okay for anything relic 5 or less to easily beat a relic 9. I think that it's fair if a relic 5, because we have had one pinnacle of progression for so long, and it is relic levels, and it's relic 9. Relic 9 has been the top for like 2 years now, right? We haven't had any level of progression further than that. And I do think, and I know people disagree with me, but I think Relic 7 is extremely free to play friendly. Like I said, I had Relic 7, the entire Sith faction, like 4 years ago, and that didn't cost anything, right? It just involved being active, devoting my crystals to it, and being in a good guild. And if your guild's not that good, then it's all about how much time you spend and how much effort you put into it, right? And so I think that Relic 7 pretty much future proofs you because they have nerfed those numbers. The Relic Delta 1 and 2 are basically nothing. They're not much different than the stat gain from Relic 7 to 8, and 8 to 9. Relic 3, I think, is still a little low, but I can understand that some people think that that's kind of like pushing it because it is a jump, right? There's a scale from the Relic 2 Delta to 3 Relic Delta. But then fourth, they want that to be the hard cutoff, right? And so I think that it's a great thing for the game. I think it incentivizes higher relic levels, which again, people like Enigma, they're going to run out of stuff to spend money on eventually, right? I think it incentivizes the higher relic levels and it allows me, right, and other people like me to play the way they want to over relic something. People take characters to Relic 5 and leave them there because they do what they need them to do, right? And then you only have to take characters up if you want to use them in rote or have them for an op or something like that. Um, when in all actuality, Relic 9 should be the goal for every team that you use. And so I think Relic Delta is a good thing. And every time they introduce something like this, there's a huge pushback, but eventually it's always good for the game. Datacrons were hated. Everybody was so against it. And now it's just a
I
normal
still hate them.
it's still
So
just a normal part of gameplay. And it shifts our meta. It keeps things from getting stale. Every
yeah,
every three
so
months
I
we have
wanna I wanna touch on what you're saying here because, like, so first instinct is, well, first of all, rejection, but second instinct is to say, oh, it's gonna separate the weak from the strong. But the thing that we found out with Overpower and Marvel Strike Force is it doesn't create this sort of fairness scale that like, oh, the bigger team wins. It's more like the teams that are not good that somebody has invested in is unbeatable with the brand new best characters. Like you take a absolute, nothing team, build it up to R9. Now you're going to be able to throw that on defense and they can't beat it with a GL because they're at R8. You know what I mean? That's how much it will tip the scales. So, or at least that's how much it did in Marvel Strike Force. I imagine that they're going to be taking steps to try to balance it better than that, because that was a nightmare. Like seriously, people were putting in teams that were like old raid teams that have been phased out. They've been kind of overpowered by um, just the progression of the game. And people that had overinvested in them, now all of a sudden they all had them on defense, and it was impossible to beat with like, characters that take you a year to unlock and stuff like that. So it was very unfair advantage. So I think like as far as something being good for the game, it has to be very well balanced for it to like, not make people want to leave the game and stuff like that. And Datacrons, I would argue, were bad for the game because although it's much different than this, and I think a lot of us have come to accept that Datacrons are part of the game and stuff, a large percentage of people that were heavy spenders are no longer playing this game, right? So they did lose,
A lot.
loyal spenders. Yeah. So
So,
yeah, there's
so,
that.
so basically, so basically, they got to watch how they do Relic Up, because all right, we played Marvel Strike Force together. I quit because I was just the overpower was like a little too much for me, and I was a little upset about it. And then when Datacrons did come out, we did lose a lot of players, but we lost a lot of streamers, we lost a lot of spenders, we lost a lot of players, we lost a lot of people. I mean, we have new streamers and stuff. Don't get me wrong, but we did lose a lot of big name people that would, was playing. Now it might have been a different reason why they quit. I don't know. I don't want to talk to a lot of people like that. But they just got to watch how they do it and scale it. So you guys asked me, some people in the chat, I'm just reading it. So there's the difference between me and facing somebody like a 14 or 15 mil person. I face them all the time. That's not an issue. I don't like it, but my mods are better than theirs. That's the scale. I have a better mod score. I go harder on mods. I understand what a Reva character needs for her to be successful. Unless somebody just buys the character, they just throw some. Sometimes I see they just throw trash mods on the character. Oh, it's R not. You know what I mean? I want to make sure mods are in a factor in there as well, because that's my game. Like that's our mods is my game. That's how I tip the scale. Like if I'm facing a 13 or 14 mil
That's
person,
how everyone's been tipping the scale since they came out with that, and that's how it should have been.
yeah.
And then they introduced Datacrons, which kind of eliminated mods somewhat and
So they
I
just
agree,
making things
yeah.
worse.
they just gotta watch how they tweak it. Yeah, I agree to an extent. I'm trying to be neutral here. I agree to an extent that we do whales do need something to chase, because without them, the game ain't gonna be open. It has to make money. We all need it. I understand that. And the game has to make money to stay open.
Mm-hmm.
If not, we ain't playing this game and we ain't streaming or doing any of this stuff. Okay, I understand that part of that. It's a business, and if you ain't making money, like if you ain't getting paid from your job, you ain't gonna work there. So I understand that we need something to chase. I understand that. But they said a couple things. I've read, you guys correct me if I'm wrong. They're gonna make so it's harder for me. So Stan, what's your GP?
12.6.
So we're about the same, but it's harder for me to get relics because only thing I spend on is Conquest passes. That's the only thing I spend on. So it's harder for me to. So it's harder for me to get relics. Like I don't even do the. Sometimes I don't even do the 3 Katina. I have crystals. Don't get me wrong. And I have crystals because of GAC. But it's harder for me to get bronze and wiring stuff. Getting the signal data is tough for me. Like certain signal data, because I'm still behind on farms. Like I just got the Knights Great Mothers. She was a Katina farm. Ellsworth Katina farm. So I had to take away from that to get those Katina farms. So it is a little harder for me to get relics. So if they ease that up, I wouldn't mind. Like, I mean, they're going to have to ease it up a little bit because I struggle. I can get things to R5, no issue. It's that bronzium wire, signal data, getting that stuff. That's what holds me up without spending tons of crystals. But that's my downfall. That's good.
Like 5,000 bronzium wiring right now.
Yeah, I have 100.
Yeah. I think it really comes down to like I devoted myself to those high relics. So I plan out like as soon as I get Ray, I take her straight to relic 9, right? And so like that's where a lot of my crystals go. So like I'm getting 400 a day from Fleet Arena, 375 to 400. I trade with one of my fleet mates. And then obviously we do well in territory war. So it is. I'm not saying it's super easy. I'm actually saying the opposite, and I think that's why it's important to have a relic delta is because relic 8 and 9 aren't easy. They're not as easy to get as say relic 7 and less. So that's why I think that having that relic delta of 2, the first 2 levels are basically you could ignore them at this point. So again, relic 7 at this point, right? Relic 10 is coming around the corner, is going to pretty much future proof whatever you're using. And then even the 3 is, it still looks like you're still going to be able to run your counters as long as you're well modded, which is what everybody wants. If you have the good mods, if you have the right bronze, if you're using the right counter, relic delta 3 and possibly 4 seems like the kind of cutoff, and then relic 5 they're just like, yeah, no, it shouldn't happen. So in this scenario it would be relic 5 to relic 10. And so I think that that's fair to have the end game content of relic 10 not get beaten by something that I think is super free to play friendly. And they are planning on bringing some changes to the economy. I don't know what those are, right? Nobody knows. I don't think even the playtesters know about that stuff yet. So we'll have to just wait and see what that looks like. But I think a lot of people panicked over hearing those initial numbers, and the initial numbers were astronomical, right?
They were bad.
They were out of they were they were up in the clouds on that one. But I think this one again, I think they nerfed relic 1 and 2 down to dust. It almost doesn't make a difference for those initial 2 relic levels. So I hope that when those numbers come in, that people aren't as upset or afraid. And again, it still should incentivize people to go higher and higher.
Swamp, I know you haven't talked a lot about it. Try to give everybody a chance. Talk.
Yeah, I think just I think that on paper it sounds great to me because it does kind of give like a future to the progression system of the game, because it is stagnant to some degree. But I don't think it needs this kind of curved progression where the people that are achieving the higher relics are getting additional benefits because they're already getting benefits. So it's like, to me, it kind of like it just steepens the gap between the haves and the have-nots, so to speak. So I think over time this is going to fail and they are going to get rid of it. That's my prediction on the whole thing, because like I said, on paper it seems like it gives a longer future to the game, but in practice I don't think that that is going to be the case, and I think they're going to
Has
change their minds on this whole thing, to be honest. So
has Marvel changed their mind yet?
yeah, they abolished it a couple weeks. Actually, the same time that they started talking about Relic Delta is when they got rid of it in MSF. So
That's nice.
yeah, yeah. For a while, it was kind of like disabled temporary because they had so many. I wouldn't say problems. It was more like backlash of like people leaving the game. People saying, "Hey, I'm a big spender. I spend $100 a month in this game, and I can't even do my arena climb." You know what I mean? So yeah, there was a lot of upset people, and in that game, arena climb is everything. Like if you're not in top 50 of arena, you might as well not be in an active guild, because yeah, you can't compete without it. So in that game, like it made a huge difference when people couldn't do what they needed to do in arena while they have spent, good amounts of money in the game. So yeah. But I think part of why the relics have gone stagnant too is we can't be having new relics every several years. This needs to be coming out scheduled every year. New relics, boom. Relic 10 this year, Relic 11 next year, 12, 13. Keep it going. There's no reason why it needs to like sit and wait for everybody to like fear the next one. Just keep pushing it. Next one, next one, next one. Let's go.
For them to do that, though, they'd have to make relic materials more attainable for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what you do each time, or that's what they do in MSF. Like as soon as the next tier becomes available, they start loosening up the sort of 3 tiers back. You know what I mean? You have like, well, it's hard to explain without knowing the progression system of Marvel Strike Force, but basically it just keeps going with gear. So you have like after purple, you have the orange. So there's like 3 or 4 levels or tiers of orange, and then you have like 3 or 4 tiers of teal, which is the next one, and then 3 or 4 tiers of red. And then so like as the red gear becomes, more tiers available, the teal gear is eased up. So as the lower red tier, or sorry, the higher red tiers appear, the lower red tiers become more attainable, and it all just works out very beautifully. And people spend a lot, and continuous progression, I think, is the answer, instead of just like having us like have all these doomsday inquiries about, oh, what's the next thing gonna be, and are they gonna screw it up, and like just being fearful of what's next. Just make it so there's a steady eye on what is next, and we can kind of predict it to some degree too.
So basically, a new relic tier every year. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, maybe not every year, maybe every 2 years, whatever. Either way, not like, 4 years down the line, we're wondering when the next one is. So, yeah.
And that's a great point. I think loosening up those earlier once Relic 10 drops, we have to have more access to arrow magnifiers and droid brands. We just have to.
Hmm.
But like that sounds beautiful to me. Actually, I mean, like ease it up on the other stuff. They've teased it. Like the relic materials, they've teased it on the meatheads posts and stuff. But man, that sounds like be great for a lot of people. I mean, I'm like
Yeah.
we all
As
have.
you make the higher tiers more exclusive, you make the lower tiers more inclusive. So, yeah.
So someone says that I feel like this is all they have left besides VR. What's VR?
Virtual reality. Not sure how that relates. Maybe they mean Star Wars, because Star Wars does have a cool virtual reality thing.
That Darth Vader game was so much fun.
I've heard it's cool, yeah.
I mean,
And Ecto, fun.
I get it. We need a progression system. I think Relic 10, 11, or 12 would be his sacrifice, and then just ease up on the other Relic materials. That would be easier for everybody. Yeah, I like that idea actually. Way more I think about it, because like Marvel Strike Force, like you could take 3 or 4 stars just like you can now to relics, but they did gear, and you can take the whole team and make the whole team relevant. And that's what they did at Marvel Strike Force before they that power situation.
Mm-hmm.
And which I
Yeah,
like. Go
I think
ahead.
the overpower was same type of thing where they were just trying to give extra incentives to the spenders, but the spenders hated it because they, like I said, they were getting beat by people that didn't even have the new stuff. They just had high gear tiers. So
All right.
yeah.
So the Grogu says, in terms of progression, they don't have much left besides adding relics or making a VR version of SWGOH.
Oh, that's what he was saying. Or they were saying.
They did tease a new game mode. They did tease that. We don't have much info, so I don't know really what to say about it. We already have a lot of game modes.
What do we think the new game mode would be? PvP, PvE? What are we contemplating it being? Because they haven't said much.
They ain't said they.
I've heard of people in the test servers having like a sandbox mode, so that could be something that they have been working on potentially.
They have to have something
That's something that I
make
think would be
money.
cool to have.
We know people want it. It comes up in the Q&A like almost every year, and then they're like, that's a lot of work.
Yeah. Well, they don't make any
That's
money
a
off
lot of
of
work.
Well, they got to make money off of it. So
yeah, that's true.
I think it'd be a cool like sandbox mode where you can like fight anyone you want. Like you can just hey, like Grand Arena style, fight anybody you choose. Like just kind of like.
I would whoop your ass. I swear to God.
Bring it.
I'd spank you so hard and I put it in the guild chat.
Yeah, I was telling you guys how I used to play a lot of different hero collector games, and some of them do have, just inherent sandbox modes. Of one game, it was in the guild chat. You just punch it in the guild chat. I challenge you. Boom. Anybody can fight that team.
that's cool.
In Marvel Strike Force, it's just your war room. So instead of like TW where you set it up every time, you just have it passively sitting there, and you can go fight any of your guild mates' defenses that they have set on there at any time. So, a lot of games have it built in without having to cost a lot of money or whatever. You just have to have it in your coding that you're able to, access those kind of things permanently instead of temporarily.
Oh snap! Trevor's being sponsored by Pepsi. I don't know if you caught that.
That's right. That's my brother. But thank you for the sub, Greg. Appreciate you. But yeah, I'm a PvP. Stan, I think he said he was a PvE person. I'm a PvP person. I like PvP. Territory Wars doesn't do it for me. Like, it doesn't give me the itch like GAC does. So, I just grew up in an era. I know this sounds like bad. We've all been playing for so long. I just grew up where Cubs was facing Arnold. I got excited about that. I got excited about those Grand Arena matchups. Those were exciting. Like today I was off, so I played Arnold on the big screen TV. Me and my wife just sitting there, we're watching him. He wasn't doing a lot of Grand Arena stuff. But when it was Cubs versus Arnold, like the views were crazy, the high stakes, Cubs couldn't do ships. It was fun. Those are Grand Arenas, or like
when they mean something, when you seem like kind of like know the people or whatever, like it's just more fun, more entertaining.
Like what was it?
The Speed GAC versus the devs, that was a fun streaming event.
Yeah, like
when they did that.
Yeah, just just like things like, I know Grand Arena is stale right now. Like if you don't have the right datacrons, it's stale. I don't
Unless you're in the TrevorBoiGaming tournament.
It's still. I mean, I only can spin that shit so many times. But it is like, I can't control matchmaking in game, and people just get pissed and be like, "Oh, I don't want to play it no more because I'm losing 4 out of 7 times, 4 out of 9 times." So I mean, I can spin in as much excitement as I can. Like, I mean, we've been hosting that shit for about 5 years now. But if the matchmaking sucks in game, nobody's like, you've seen the decline in the tournament because the matchmaking just sucks in game and they don't want to play. They don't even want to touch it. There's like, we love what you do, but you can't control the matchmaking in game, and then
Yeah, they're frustrated.
They're frustrated with the game, and then they leave the game because they're tired of GE. Like one of our guildmates said this earlier, they're tired of GAC, they're tired of Territory Wars, they're tired of TB. They're getting burned out. I mean, they need a good. They need a. I'm swinging this back around to the game mode. We need a new game mode to get the fresh blood come back into the game, and then keep the old players in the game. Okay, because without no new blood, game ain't gonna survive. I ain't saying it's dying or anything like that. I can hear it now. But we need new faces. You want new spenders and people to chase. So you need to come up with a game mode that's fucking rock solid and fun. And that is not time consuming. Like, I don't know, TV's time consuming for me. Like,
Those territory wars.
yeah, just like, I just want to hit auto. This auto, the auto deploy.
And also TB kind of like is like incentivizes you for having a small account, because if you have a small account, it's nice and easy, and you go in there, you do your 1 or 2 battles, and you're happy, and your guild's happy, and you move on with your life. The more teams you have, okay, now you got 15 20-minute battles you got to do, and if you have multiple accounts like some of us do, then you're in it for the night. You got chores to do.
It sucks. I got 2 of these bad boys I gotta do. But
I don't mind TB all that much. I mean, sometimes it's all there is for me to do in the game, so it's kind of fun having something I can do.
Yeah.
Versus not having anything at all.
It's fair.
I'm a big fan of territory battle. It's probably my favorite game mode. Now that the raid's fun. This raid is fun, but the territory battles have pretty much been. Now that's another thing that's been kind of stale. I'm still waiting for kind of another update to that. I mean, we've had planets added, but that's another thing that we've been running pretty consistently for what, 3 years? Something like that?
Yeah.
Maybe even longer.
I like when they.
Yeah, there was an update recently, but not from CG. The update was that some content creator figured out how to kill that one Haven class medical station with the that you're up against for sortie, and it's like impossible. And then somebody discovered you could do it with the Imperial remnants, like the zombies there. So now, yeah, there's our update.
Here we go.
Like, we're not going to go off topic that much, but
okay,
the old raids, when you had a character to chase, that was
raid. Those were fun.
Those were exciting. That got me up, and I got the blood boiling. I know you guys mentioned planets, and that's what brought me there. TB. When they added new characters to go chase, well, everybody's got Reva now. Let's get another new character in the game. Let's have it chased in TB.
Yeah.
Or like they won't go back to the old raids. Like, I love the old raids. So I don't know why they won't go back to it. They've said it because we beat it too fast. But if they're making a new raid every year,
I liked it being quick and easy, like how you can get through it pretty fast, and one person could literally finish the whole thing for everybody.
Well,
if they got in there quick enough.
The hard pit raid, it took the whole guild. You had to be all right. Everybody that has these, you go hit P1. Anybody that has this, you wait until P2, and then P3, then P4. Those were exciting. Those are theory crafting.
There was plenty of fist fights because of that. Who posted early?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Raid.
Yeah, I remember when like towards the end, we all kind of had a routine with it. But I remember like early in that raid, like going in the porta potty at work so I could like hold my score and like oh, are we ready? Post the P1 score, and then I can go back to work.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, those were the raids that I loved. Like, there was a character behind it. and you go chase and go get it. Those theory crafting was up. That's what we need. If they would just,
It let you use your whole roster.
mm-hmm.
Wasn't stuck with just one faction.
I mean, they could still. I've thought about this plenty. This is a hard topic for me. They could still have the current system, just add a character to it, and then everybody go chase it. I mean, that would make. If you want to make money, put a character in these raids. They'll be farming up new Bad Batch really fast. Because if you,
I think if they didn't change up the battle itself, though, it would get stale to the point where everybody's like, "Come on, we need you guys to put in work in because we're willing to spend, but you got to put the work in,
Yeah, but they would have to do more than one phase. They would have to do a P2, a P3, and a P4.
Yeah.
Because those were the raids were the best. I know money wise, I think it was harder. I think it was harder to come up with those phases money wise because we just beat it too fast.
Yeah, they put a lot of effort into it, and we.
But if they're making a new if they're making a new raid every year, I don't see the why we can't go back to them.
But look at this raid. We're what, 4 months into this raid, and there are a handful of guilds out there capping the raid already.
Yeah, so there's no difference because the rewards are the same. There's no difference. It's kind of stale. I mean, the raid's nice. It's better than the other one. But it gets kind of stale. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. You get the same rewards. You can spend what you want. But it's the same. It's
fine, right? We're just kind of like nobody's required to farm anything, so we just farm what we like, and if it includes something that's in the raid, we get there, right? And so we do progress and get, we were excited to hit the next box, right? That was exciting for us. But like a lot of those big guilds that are just, basically farming it. I mean,
it's on auto.
They're done. They're done. And they've got another 8 months to wait before a new challenge.
Yeah. There's nothing to chase right now with in the raids.
I feel like we are kind of going a little bit all over the place, like we're doing the state of the game topics right now.
I went a little off. Okay, we'll go.
Went a little bit off.
We're just free flowing.
That's what happens.
We're kind of jumping back and forth. It's all good. I'm just saying, if we do want to talk about those topics later, we might want to save some of the.
All right. So, all right, we'll go to the next topic. So, light speed bundles, permanent. What you guys' thoughts on this?
I think it's pretty cool, like that they especially, are bringing back some of the old pricing and stuff. It seemed like that was something that they were being a bit greedy on. Every single
I'm just
one
mad that they bring
was
Lightspeed bundles out after I have everything, and then they give them to you, so y'all can catch up to me. That's some bullshit.
That is the idea.
If you just send me money, we wouldn't have this problem. You just send me some money.
You have it. Like the only Lightspeed bundle I got was the cup one. That's the only one I got because I didn't have R9 yet. He was R5.
Yeah, no, I only had a taste of that frustration because the first ones was Ray and SLKR, and I had just finished doing both of those journeys, and I was like, oh, sweet. Took me 9 months. You guys got a 9-second purchase. Boom, done.
But you can't.
Yeah, for you, it's all of them, I guess. Yeah, it's even more so.
Like BS, and then you get stuck fighting all these people that are Lightspeed bundle purchasers, and you can kind of tell because mods and everything else on their teams, they all suck, and they don't know what they're doing with all these people. But yet now they're all of a sudden like swarming and taking over the like Kyber 2 that you're in because they're all in that same range because they just went and spent like $2,000 or whatever to have everything, whatever the heck the cost is for that. I don't even know, but
some of them are super cheap. Some of them, like the first wave, they were around like in between like $10-$20 kind of thing for
$20 2 GLs.
Yeah, for GL requirements. So it was those ones were
crazy.
The good old days of the
and here I am like 5 years in before I even get 1 GL, and then I get like 5 in 1 year. but it took
Yeah.
5 years to get there.
Yeah.
Like, what the?
About you,
Yeah,
Stan?
it took me a long time to even focus on GLs because they were so like, they kept doing stuff
Right?
that like there was stuff to counter it, and then once they
I
took
was
away
like
a lot of
all
that
over the
stuff,
place, so I learned about little tools that you can utilize in game to like set up teams and factions and see what you need for what.
Hmm.
So yeah, 5 years, and then in 5 years, I finally noticed that it was like, oh hey, so I like focused a little bit, and I was like, well shit, I'm like one person away from like 5 different galactic legends. Like what the hell?
Yeah,
So it was literally like within 2 months, I had 5 GLs popped out. It was like crazy. It was a crazy 2 months, October and November,
nice.
Awesome.
kind of like an early Christmas. It's like, yeah, I finally got some GL action.
That was a lot of
Interesting, but
Zetas in that period of time, I bet.
oh yeah, but I had all that too.
Nice.
Not having where to put it. And, and like now I have a ton of them. Zetas, Omegas. I have what, like 300 Omegas and 600 plus Zetas.
Yeah,
Cause they
before the
don't,
Lightspeed bundles, I had a lot, or not like a lot, but like maybe 20 sitting. And then I didn't even go heavy on Lightspeed bundles because a lot of the early ones I had, but just getting a few of them, the Zetas go quick. They go so
oh,
quick
they
when
do.
you're
Cause it's 20 and some characters need like 6 Zetas or whatever. And you're just like,
not. Yeah,
so over here, 120 Zeta mats just for one character.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
I can be lost.
I think I think it was a dumb move for them not to put it sooner.
Hmm.
Permanent.
Hmm.
Yeah, they should
Because
have done it like years ago. So I could have, gotten in on that.
he says,
Instead, I
please.
think they were watching my account and they're like, "Oh, hell, Enigma got that GL. Go ahead and hit that light speed bundle. Put it out there. He just got it, motherfuckers. Oh, he got Star Killer. Throw out that light speed bundle. You saw him,
Also, Lightspeed bundles are kind of like a really easy way to do catch up mechanics. Like instead of like doing stuff that's built into the game with like certain campaigns or something for early game players to try to catch up, they're just like, nah, you can just buy it.
right? Well, I remember having
Yeah.
to spend my energy in the like cantinas, not or whatever, not the cantina, but like the get 2, get 3. Like for gas and for all of that, like and taking years to get them just because you had to like spend it to get them. And now people come in, they get them. Oh, 2 days later, oh, I got them. Like what the fuck? Like
Yeah.
that shit took forever. You're getting it all in a day. Like it must be nice.
Well, I was thinking too, like when those first GLs came out, they were pretty expensive, like Ray and SLKR. There's a lot of people that were out there in the community that spent, heavy amounts of money to get those GLs. So, years later, people are buying it for $10. That's gotta sting.
Yep.
Yeah, because I wasn't gonna get a SOKR array, but I did. $20. Yep, I did. I was like, this is a good steal. I'm not gonna
And
pass this.
those were the last 2 GLs I got before all the newer ones that came out.
Well, it's
'Cause-
funny too, because before those came out, I remember there was a sentiment in a lot of the community that everybody was not getting Ray on principle just because they didn't like those movies, right? So
Mm-hmm.
right.
now those
Well,
people
that's why
benefited by holding out.
I didn't benefit because I still got it before they brought it out. Fuckers.
Somebody says,
The Ray bundle was fantastic for me because I hadn't even started farming. I love the sequels, right? I love everything Star Wars. But I just hadn't farmed them. But Supreme Kylo was like a day one unlock for me because I started with that faction and I just brought them up. Like my first Relic 7 was Kylo Ren Unmasked. My first Zeta was on Kylo Ren Unmasked. So
yeah, I couldn't pass up on the deal. And a good thing I did get it because, they cracked that price up afterwards. You weren't going to get them that cheap anyway, unless. But I feel like they should have done it sooner. But that's what
Yeah,
basically.
I feel like when they gave those like garbage Jedi from the last raid, the Naboo raid, like all the like ETH Koth and all those guys for like $70. I think that's when they started getting a little offhand with this thing and started moving it back the other direction. Because yeah, who like I know people that did buy that, but it's more people that are early game and have no intention of ever building those characters other than just wanting to buy the Lightspeed bundle to increase their raids. But yeah, it's anybody who's like serious about like uh, selection of materials and where they're going to allocate it is not going to build Plo Koon and Kip Fisto and Koth and all those guys, right? But $70, holy,
Yeah.
Crazy.
it's wild.
All right,
Those
let's
are macro transactions. Instead of micro transactions, those are macro transactions. Anything over
Yeah,
$50, crazy.
yeah.
all right,
Yeah,
next.
even at the beginning they had some expensive ones, but it was like Star Killer. It was like somebody who like is more modern, right? More of a newer character.
And dynamic. He's a fantastic character. I think they sold Afra for $50 too.
Hmm.
She's not nearly as useful.
Who was it?
Dr. Afra.
Afra and Starkiller.
Oh yeah, I would never pay forever.
Yeah, those ones are a bit pricier.
All right, let's move on to our next up.
After needs a tank.
Yeah, I was like thinking SN33, but it ain't happening. So let's go to the next topic so we can keep going. So first,
First impression. Oh,
go
sorry.
ahead. Go ahead.
First impressions of the new Rebel ships. Let's start with Enigma being the biggest account.
Well, so far I like the one that I did have in GAC recently because it did allow me to go ahead and take out an executor with my for funny, which is kind of nice. Which hasn't been something that was doable for quite a while now, so that helped out. I don't even remember which one that was because it was the first one that came out, not the second one. But the first one.
Rogue One. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
from what I understand, because I don't really have those characters built very well myself or Rebel ships in general, but from what I understand, one makes Home One more usable and the other one makes Profundity more usable. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That could be correct, but I just used it with Profundity and it worked great. So I don't know.
Nice. Yeah, I think the B Wing is the one that makes Home One more usable.
Oh, is that what it is? Is that the one? Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
think it gives it like a bonus turn or something to that effect.
Helps reduce the cooldown of the ultimate and everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. No, though I used the one with Profundity and I got into ult like super quick. It was nice. I was like, damn, I like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
It made that battle way easier.
Most of mine are only 3 stars. I love it.
Really? At that tier, it's usable?
Oh yeah, I smack people's ass. I like ships are so easy now.
Hmm.
Like they're both 3 stars. I'm not investing anymore into them right now. It's just they're 3 stars. Take them in because my characters are a relic. Take them in, and if you put X on defense, I'll beat it with Profundity now.
Hmm.
It's real easy. I love it. They open the doors to ships.
Stan, how about you?
Yeah. First impressions. Now I have them both at 4-star because I have the episode pass. Um, First impressions are it's nice to have Profundity do what they brought Profundity to do in the first place. They brought it to counter Executor, and then Punishing One made it absolutely useless. So I mean, it just didn't do anything for what, a year now? I think a year.
Yeah,
We've
about
had
a year.
Punishing One.
Sounds about right.
Year or a little over a year, like that.
Yeah. So it's nice to have it do what it's supposed to do, and now it's almost automatic. Yes, if you're bringing your Executor against it, you can counter it by having the TIE Bomber, but the TIE Bomber has a home already, either with Chimera or I like it with Executrix. But you can't use TIE Bomber, and it still alleviates that problem because you can prevent the attacks out of turn and stuff. But it's
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
yeah, TIE Bomber is a huge part of countering a Profundity in general. But the I didn't feel the same way about the B wing. I don't think the B wing elevates home one much past where it was, which is just kind of like the sixth, maybe seventh best fleet in the game, maybe out of what, nine?
Home one. I think that's like right before the bottom of the barrel, before the last. At one point,
Yeah,
that's where it
I think
was.
it's
I still think it beats X.
Yeah, I was gonna say like before the Leviathan came to the game, a good friend of mine used to be a content creator here in the SWGOH universe, SWGOH Yeti, and he showed me many times like fleet climbing through executors and profundities using Home One. But that's with
oh
like
okay.
he had a high relic Cassian and uh, Biston and SRP, and those are like vital to having a strong Home One team for those U wings back then anyways. Before this is before a lot of ships have come to the game, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
when oh sorry, when before this current like fleet meta, when Leviathan came, I was using the Sith Blitz fleet from KP 67. So it was uh and that was able to counter everything that we had in game until Leviathan showed up.
hmm.
yeah.
So
So
I can
I
relate.
don't know if you guys done some testing or not, but the home one is beating X executor right now with B wing. So
Is it?
so don't ever put your X on D because there's multiple things can beat it now.
Yeah, pretty much everything, eh?
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
haven't tried it, but I know Arnold tested it on home one with 3 stars, beats X. All you have to do is bring a Ahsoka ship with you.
Or
So
Hmm.
I mean, it was dead last. I'll probably say it's fourth and fifth now, but it was dead last. But now I would say it's fourth and fifth.
Yeah,
we
I would
definitely have
say
a rock
Home
paper
One.
scissors bet.
Yeah, I would say Home One kind of like pushed up above Endurance now because Endurance had that cheese, but now I think that cheese doesn't work, right? With
Not with Levy, no.
Levy. Yeah,
It's harder.
yeah. From what I understand, anyways. Yeah, Ray, when Trevor showed me that counter, they took it away, so haven't really tried it.
Good, suck it, Mace. Get out of here.
Yeah.
All right, anybody want to do the
But
next topic? Go
I
ahead.
have heard people are using it to beat the Home One team if people use it on defense. Like that's not from experience or anything. I've just seen people talking about it in a stream, so I don't know for sure what that's all about, but I've heard it. So
All right, anybody want to do the next topic, or I'll do it? It don't matter.
Oh, you guys are reading
it's
off the note as we go? That's
yeah,
wild.
Stan, it's your favorite topic. You've been itching to talk
Ooh,
about it.
ooh, yeah, I got this.
Okay.
So we have some imagery of the stranger who's going to be the next conquest unit. I'm super excited for this. So I don't think I have to weigh in on this at all. But Swampgrass, why don't we start with you? What do you think about the stranger coming to the game?
Uh, to me, it really largely depends. Like as a standalone uh, pseudo Sith type of unaligned Force user character, I think he could be a really awesome addition to the game. But I think if it's a precursor to a lot of characters from the Acolyte, I think that will leave a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths, and I'm not sure if it would be good for the game. So that's kind of the lens that I'm looking at it through.
Gotcha. So you think another Rose Tico type situation where people don't want to
Yeah.
farm it?
Yeah, I think there are characters from that game that I would love to see in SWGOH. Like I was telling you off stream, Kelnaka, the like Wookiee Jedi. I would love to see him in the game. That'd be a really cool addition to the Wookiee
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
faction. Yeah,
The Wookiee Jedi. That'd be
Mm-hmm.
pretty
yeah,
sweet.
yeah, something like that would be cool. I think if we had those, as much as everybody doesn't like the witches that were in there, I think the one Mother Adesea or whatever, the main character one, I think she was a really cool character. If she was some kind of like standalone that could plug in with Night Sisters, something like that could be pretty cool for the game. But I wouldn't like
Oh
to
yeah.
see them bring like Osha and May and like Saul and like all these characters. I think that would potentially hurt the game. So
Okay. Enigma, what do you think?
I hope he's kind of like Bane in the regards that, he can like be a good one man wrecking crew kind of thing. I think that'd be kind of nice. Making, I don't know. I just don't want him to be Inquisitor faction. That'd be kind of shit.
mm.
Yeah.
I'd prefer him
That makes sense.
being just unaligned force user. And I'm still kind of also wondering when they're going to be bringing in more neutral characters. 'Cause,
Yeah.
Hondo is neutral. He's the only one in the game that's neutral. I was like, oh, okay, Pirate King Hondo is going to be neutral. And then that didn't happen either. So that's another, like, well, what the heck? Or what's this
Yeah,
neutral
that one.
faction for? There's only one character.
Yeah, that one was particularly bizarre because the wording throughout the kit is all about like negating Jedi and Sith, like kind of about this balance between light
Yeah.
and dark, and then it's not. So bizarre.
Trevor, I know you're excited
And,
about the
and then
character
and you
coming.
got Wampa. Wampa doesn't have a faction at all.
Yeah, Wampa doesn't align with dark or light values. She's just hungry.
No, right? She has no faction though. They're like, if you look at her, there is no
Oh,
faction
really?
with her.
In
She's just
game.
there.
Huh.
Yeah, she's just a dark side attacker.
It's kind of interesting. And one like, well, is there gonna be some more beasts, and they're gonna make like a beast faction maybe at some point? Like, they have plenty of things they can do and that they haven't done yet.
Yeah, Acklay,
Some
Reek.
ideas.
Oh yeah, they've got assets in game already for some of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trevor, I know you were excited about the stranger coming to the game. How do you feel about the possibility of them bringing more content from that off of him?
If it's like Seer Malicos, I'm game. Like if they bring one more with him, I'm all right. If they bring a 5 like the Inquisitors, no game. No. It has to be badass like Malicos. Like we talked about this earlier. He swings those lightsabers that cuts off all the fucking Jedi's heads. We're good. But yeah, I'm excited.
That'd be pretty sick.
That'd be
They're doing that kind of graphics.
Oh no. This is Disney still. But I'm super excited because anybody that has
that'd be pretty cool though. Like Mortal Kombat, finish him graphic at the end of the match and you win.
And then after that too, they could bring Saul into the game and he could have a flashlight and he puts it on him and then the bugs carry him up the tree just like in the show, and then you got like a opposite finishing move.
There you go. See, everyone can have a finishing move if you actually win. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know.
Yeah, that would be neat.
It just depends
for fatalities.
Yeah.
But one thing I can say is even Mortal Kombat Mobile did not figure out how to work that into their game. There is fatalities and stuff like that, but they couldn't figure out how to do it like at the end of the battles all the time. So might be a little bit much to ask, maybe.
But it just depends how they do him. And like I said, Malicos level. Malicos, I would like Bane level, but I'm just being realistic. Malgus level. Well, more Malicos Starkiller level. I'll be happy with. Like a plug and play. You can pay him an online force user, stick him in somewhere. Something like that.
What if he's like an anti-Bane, where you could like plug him in somewhere and it stops Bane from killing the team?
That would still be sick.
Kind of interesting.
But I mean, it just depends if they do him right. If they do him right, because this is gonna be. When's the first date we can get him? Is it January? It's October now, so November, December. It would be January. So they would have to.
Is he the next Conquest character?
Yep.
Is that what he's supposed to be? Or
Yep. So
so that'd be like into January.
End of January. That'll still be their Q4 though. Usually their Q4 is really high, money making wise. So they need this to be booming. Like they need the whales.
Should be coming out around then too.
Yeah, so they need to make this popping because this will be their Q4. If anybody's in web business, there's 4 quarters in a year for businesses, and usually their quarter four is banging. So they want to make money on quarter four, and this is what they would have to do. Because we'll just be honest, the Conquest characters haven't been.
They've been lackluster at best. Lately.
Yeah, I don't say another word, but that'll work. But they need something banging. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I just remembered something that they possibly are gonna. Well, I would imagine they'll try to do with the stranger is that cortosis. So that's like the material that like shuts off the lightsabers.
Yeah.
So potentially they could do something like that in the because that also is something from lore. That's why they incorporated that into that show. Like some people were upset, but it's like no, that's Star Wars lore. This is just the first time they brought it to the screen. So yeah. So that's something that they possibly will include in those kits, maybe some kind of anti-Jedi, anti-Sith type of thing. So
Yeah. Like he disarms them when he blocks an attack or something.
yeah, maybe a new debuff or a new buff or something.
Who disarms them like by ripping their arms off?
Yeah,
Fatality.
yeah.
Get Trevor his
Very cool.
fatality in there.
Mm-hmm. If they could slice everybody's heads off, everybody be buying that shit.
Oh yeah.
All right,
They
what?
even went-
I need to cut a scene from the show because he grabbed one of the Jedi and smashed his head on the ground, busted his skull on a rock, and they ended up having to cut that scene from the show because obviously it's not,
Yeah.
Disney
they
approved.
already
Oh,
put
that's
blood on the floor.
stupid. That
Yeah.
should have stayed in the show.
Ratings would have been better.
I must say though, it was more graphic than we expected. Like even though they didn't
Yeah.
show the blood and violence, you knew it was there. Like it would happen off
Oh,
screen.
yeah.
Like he decapitated a bunch of them and stuff. So yeah, it was definitely went to a much more violent place than what we, kind of had seen from Disney Star Wars previous. It wasn't like
Yeah.
Finn where a lightsaber goes up his back and it just scratches his jacket. It wasn't like that. No.
Yeah.
All right, let's move to the topic. We'll skip ahead a little bit. Meta teams. So 2 questions. What is performing well in GAC? And farm or flee new units, Maze, Rogue One, and B-Wing. Maz, whatever. Looks like a frog. So those two.
I guess we kind of did touch on Rogue One and B-Wing already, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's performing well in GAC for you? And are you guys trying to get that other pirate character?
Bane's performing well in GAC still, like a boss, because he's a boss.
What are you using him against?
Wampa's doing pretty good with if you have the Kron, because makes Wampa relevant again.
Yep.
What else? King
What
Hondo
do you use?
does fine. He can do Lord Vader. He can do a lot of things if you got enough time. He's just a possible timeout risk just because he takes forever. But
would
they
you
do
say
ramp
he
up damage.
performs
So
better in GAC or TW?
King Hondo,
Yeah.
shit, I don't know. I haven't really used him too much per se in Territory War. I put him on defense, and he did pretty
okay.
good. Not this last Territory War. This last one we went against a guild that was like twice our GP. It was insane. So we don't talk about that one, but the one before that he did pretty good. Had like 10 holds or whatever. So that was good.
Yeah, that's good performance.
So when I sit out, they win.
Yeah, this last one was brutal.
Yeah, it was garbage.
It was terrible.
Garbage.
The TW started, and within an hour, they had already cleared pretty much everything on the board.
Yeah, it was over.
It was insane. We were like, what the fudge? And then every single one of their walls was straight up, every single team was the exact, like all the same. All of them had the same datacrons. Like they were all like
Just
ridiculous.
It was
It was
a territory war guild.
for sure. But they were like twice our GP and power and everything. It was just crazy. So we were punching it up and got knocked the fuck back down. it was interesting. But yeah, no, GAC though he does pretty good. From what I've seen so far using him. But yeah, you risk timing out just potentially depending on who you're using him trying to go against.
What is
It takes
the
him a
team?
while to ramp up damage.
What is the team comp for him? I imagine it's some mix of pirates.
Well, for 5v5, it's basically the usual. Now you got the frog, so I don't know what the
Yeah, I was
comp's going
gonna
to be
say,
per
is like
se.
Maz part of it, or
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I just got her.
got
She's
it?
just now available. So
Mm,
I have
yeah.
to kind of play around and see what happens this GC or what she's good with or not good with
Hmm.
to kind of
Fair
like
enough.
figure that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, King Hondo does all right. It just takes him a while to ramp up damage. So you can time out if you don't get enough turns in quick enough.
Now, I don't know King Hondo's kit at all. Does he have anything that limits him to only dark side pirates? Because Maz is light side, yeah?
No, no, I don't remember there being anything that limits him to only dark side. He can light and dark side just as long as they're pirates.
Oh, cool.
But I know he's got a lot of anti-Sith and anti-Jedi
Yeah.
capability. That's kind of why I was saying like you can take him in against Lord Vader, the Lord Vader squad.
Hmm.
He will win. It just takes like forever.
I know I
Like
struggled
literally
with
takes forever.
SOKR with the Dark Side Raycron. I barely beat him.
Hmm. Yeah, that kind of makes sense because she's Sith, so she would be suffering from his kit.
That was 5v5, but yeah. I kept killing the ads. He bring him fucking back. I'm like, my God.
Yeah, constantly reviving them, and it's somehow. Sometimes you go in there and it seems like every other turn is him reviving them, which is like how the fuck? Because I don't get that. I'm not able to do it that fast. Like how is this motherfucker every other turn doing the reviving? Like this is
You got
ridiculous.
you got to do the auto.
Yeah, right. Apparently.
That's
So
what it
yeah,
seems
so
like
it's
with
it's
Ray.
interesting.
If you play her manually, it like underperforms compared to auto. Auto seems to be throwing those sudden whirlwinds every second turn. You're like, what?
Right? Like how in the is this
Yeah,
happening?
why doesn't it do that for me?
It doesn't give me that ability. Like what the?
Yeah.
It's gotta be a glitch. The game has to. There must be a glitch in the game that allows that or something.
The AI is just smarter than us. We got to admit it.
Just
Computer knows how to make a computer.
Or maybe the AI has more buttons, extra buttons.
Yep. There you go.
so Stan and Swamp.
The AI just gets
Good.
to cheat. That AI just gets to cheat. That's all it is. It's all about that survival. Like they put the AIs in a little thing not till just recently. They were talking about how it literally killed the person that was going to shut them off.
Oh
It
yeah,
opted to
yeah.
let that person die as opposed to like freaking doing what it was supposed to do
Yeah.
because that person was going to like kill the
Because it didn't
AI
want to
or
shut
whatever.
down. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, well, no shit, Sherlock. Here's Terminator. Where's that T600 like coming out the gate? Like,
Yep.
no, you wanted to play with that shit. I already knew that was gonna happen.
Swamp and Stan, do you guys find anything interesting in GAC? Holden?
So this round of GAC, I put all my light side teams on defense. I didn't put a single dark side character on defense. I was just, I don't know, just felt like it. And
Doing something fun.
yeah, so my JML with his two lifters, right, Revan and Cal, they held first battle. They held 5 times. And then I had Bo on defense with the Rolocron, and they held 5 times and still didn't get beat.
Hmm.
Um, so it was kind of cool to have those teams that I would not normally put on defense do really well. And then offensively, Wampa's been an all-star. Um, it's nice to have Supreme Leader Kylo Ren back on defense, back on offense, able to hunt down. I pretty much target him directly at Ezra. Wherever Ezra is, he gets Supreme Leader Kylo Ren because I've lost enough GACs to either Rey or Ahsoka with Ezra because he's really the problem. And so um, it's nice having him as a tool in the toolkit again. Um, and then yeah, it's been an interesting experiment, and I think it's going to continue because I haven't been beat yet nobody's full cleared it yet. So
Huh?
I don't see any reason to change the experiment at this time. So
Full on light side D. There you
yeah.
go.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Swamp, anything for you?
Interesting.
Yeah, for me, just the tried and true, like Bane and Treya, just constantly having great value for me no matter what. So I don't know. For me, that's kind of been my, you know, expected to perform, and they always do type teams. So I guess for me, that's kind of my highlight.
Okay. I did get beat this last round. The guy beat me by 3. I knew he was gonna cheese me. Just the way his defenses were. So basically he put all cheese teams down. He beat me by 3 banners. Kind of mad about it, but I hope he gets killed in K1. So um
Is the cheese teams like the focus datacrons? Is that what?
no, like cheese. Like the Inquisitors you don't use,
Oh,
Bosk, Crew. Like I got full banners. Like my score was the highest I possibly could get, but he still beat me by 3. And I'll have to see when SWGOH comes out tomorrow. So I have to see what he used because I only put 3 GLs down, but still I have high datacrons.
They use that R9 cup, man. That R9 cup just like nuked your guys, man.
I don't know. I was like, dude, cheating little bastard. But nah. 2-1's still a good start of the season. So, but nothing's really Ray's been holding a lot, so I've been tucking my Ray back wall.
oh yeah, nice.
Make sure they use something like for up top for Reva, and then tucking my Ray in the back wall with Ezra. They're fucked. But other than that, yeah, that's all my strategy's been. I've been taking more for offense because 3v3 I like have more stuff for offense. You never know what's gonna go sideways.
Yeah, I love how Ray becomes even at a low level when people get her, she's so awesome defensively, and then as you get more things to put with her, she just gets stronger and stronger, and to the point where she's always useful at all tiers, it seems. So I think she's constantly an MVP for me without having, Ezra. I recently did get some of the next tier below that, which is probably the UFUs, like Cal and stuff to go with her and stuff. So yeah, awesome, awesome character.
Sounds good. All right, let's move on to the next one. We're gonna do a mod section. All right, so any tips for the average or new modder? Ooh.
Work on them. Don't wait several years before you really start doing anything with them.
It's a great tip. Great tip.
I mean, I took several years before I did anything with mods. I just started with my mods literally last year, so it's
Oh,
been
really?
but
Wow.
fucking like 7 years.
Last week.
Is that
Last
like
week.
it's terrible. I waited like last year. I started working on mods. It's like 7 years in.
And
Finally
you've been
worked
in
in mods.
Kyber? And you've been in Kyber without
Yep.
really
I
paying
was
too
in
much?
Kyber 1 before the first initial squish that squished me out, and then I've been in K2 and in K1 bouncing back and forth ever since.
Hmm. Yeah, that's pretty impressive because we always talk about how important mods are, but apparently not that much.
Right.
No,
As long as you
not
got
if
thick
you
stuff.
have a good team comp, higher relics, all that fun stuff. I mean, mods would help for sure, make things easier. Your life be way easier with them being on point. That's for sure.
Swamp Stan?
So yeah,
Um,
one advice I would give anybody who's just farming mods now, farm as many mods as you can. The best way to figure out like the best mods is to see a lot of mods. Just keep farming mods, keep bringing them in, upgrade when you have to, right? Like, but the more mods you can see, the better. And take all your characters to level 50. It's actually really cheap now to take them to 85, but take them all to level 50. You can use them as mod storage. You don't need 500 extra mods. I don't know why people keep saying we need more mod storage. Those
Because
are
I never
extra.
have room. That's why I keep selling them,
How?
but I keep having more.
How? How? You have, if your entire roster is modded, right? Then you level up those
Oh,
mods.
they are.
You replace the
And
good
I
mods.
slowly replace them as I can, but I still always seem to have
You sell the
more mods
crap.
than I have room for. Crazy.
Oh, I don't understand how you can have 500 extra mods outside of what your entire roster has. I
You're
just don't
killing me.
understand
I
it.
don't know either because I literally got rid of over half of my mods that were in my thing last year when I started mods. So I had not 500. I got it down to like 100 and something, and then I was right back up to 500 with a few months later. Like what the?
Yeah,
Could
for
have
me,
like
I always
250.
ride that like limit level, so it's very annoying when I try to remod for like my raids or whatever, and then it's like your storage is full, and I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta go back and figure this out before I can do anything, and it'd be probably better if I managed it a bit better, but oh man, it is kind of annoying.
Mods is a big thing for me. I've made a couple videos about it, but I have a strategy. What I do. My best mods are my gray mods. You start there. Mine's a little bit more strict than most people's. If it's a 4, I won't take it. If it's a 5 gray, I'll move it up to like a green 7 or green 8. It has to hit those marks. And then I'll do like a blue 9 or 10 or 11, purple 14 or 15. Anything above 15 for a solid 5-dot mod, it's gold. It's good. Anything above that, the sky's the limit. Unless you for the 6 dots. Yeah, but like I said, my best mods are my gray mods. Like I'm full right now. Like I'm farming slice materials because all my mods are full, and I gotta slice them all up. But yeah, I mean, anybody that you don't want to be where I'm at, where I'm unlocking more characters than I have good mods for. I have mods, not good mods for them. So I'm at a place where I'm unlocking more characters, but I also don't have good mods to put on them. Hey, I could put trash mods on them. But I like to have good mods on them. So you don't want to be in that kind of place. So if you don't have enough characters right now, I'll be farming mods every day. Use your crystals on the refreshes. It's easier said than done because I can preach it to you, but until you go through it and be like, okay, then do it. It's a different story because
It's much easier for mod refreshes, crystals, all that fun stuff on it, since they made it to where your 600 daily is in any energy faction.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's where all my 600 daily come from, is from mod crystal refreshing.
Yeah,
Yes.
if somebody's thinking like, oh, I can only afford to do my like before the changes, it had to be all regular energy, right? For your or cantina or regular. So now people can be like, oh, I can only afford to do this much refreshes. Now you can choose to do mods. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like just whatever you can afford. Maybe you can't afford the 3 refreshes. I understand that. But whatever you can afford, and make sure you do all the daily events because I never farm health mods, never, and I have some really good
Yeah,
health.
because you get so many, right?
Yeah, I get so many from the events. Smugglers
I
run
haven't
into.
officially farmed any mods except for when it tells you to go do 5 whatever, like you have to do 5 battles for the daily thing or whatever it is in it. I've gotten all mine in the store or on the events that they do. I have not had to actually farm any mods yet. And I
Yeah,
still have plenty of mods, and my mods are still good since I started working on them last year. So they're not terrible. They're not like, I don't have a 30 yet, but I do have a few 27s and all that other good stuff. So it's
get
not hard to
in
find them.
line, son.
But yeah, I think that
Start
was
doing
part
them.
of what Trevor was saying too, is like some of those ones that you farm end up having the better RNG, but it's a numbers game.
It's RNG.
the more rolls that you're doing, the more odds that one of them is going to be a high roll. So yeah, it all kind of
Yep.
whatever.
And I'm a big fan of the mods and shipments, not only in their shipment store, but those episode pass ones are so cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Like 200. That's real cheap.
Yeah, I only pick up mods in the store or there as long as it's already showing a 5 or more, 5 or 6. I've gotten one that had a 6, which was crazy showing. But I only pick them up if they have that, and if the secondaries that are also showing are percentages, not flat stats.
Yeah, that's
Otherwise,
the thing
I
that
don't pick them up at all.
yeah, that's the thing that I thought I heard they like because when they first released mods, they were overpowered and then they kind of nerfed them. I
Yeah.
think that was what it was, right? Is that they could start at 6 and then they took it away so they can't start at 6. So now I'm starting to see people screenshots of these 6 and I'm like, "Oh, I thought we didn't have that anymore." So it's kind of confusing.
It's kind of rare.
They're
No,
super fast.
it's still there, just very rare. Like they're
Hmm.
getting one that has a 6 up front is like really rare, and they don't always hit either. So like you'll roll it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you're lucky if you get it to be a good mod like 50% of the time. I guess it's probably even worse than that. Like it's probably like
Yeah,
only
it's the
like a
percentages
20%
are
that where it's gonna be a good.
Yeah, there's a really cool tool out there, guys, if anybody doesn't know about this, that will tell you how much. So basically, whenever there's a roll on a mod, there's a leftover quality or whatever they call it, something like that. So, if it's hitting those 6s, that leftover quality is going to be very low. So your odds of hitting another 6 are less. Anyways, there's a app out there that can tell you what your next highest chance of a high roll calibration is. Pretty
Oh,
sweet
that's cool.
tool. Yeah.
Because I bought 2 of those 6s, and both of them now have 10 speed.
Hmm.
And Swamp's gonna put a link to that app in the
Yeah.
thing down below for anyone that
Yeah,
needs
yeah.
to
I'm just
access that
looking
still.
for it and I'll
I'm gonna grab
hit
that
you
link
guys up
too,
with that.
for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna shrink the screen a little bit, and then I'm gonna show you for the next question. I have my game up. All right,
I don't even see your screen.
son, you're supposed to
So I
be
don't know where
you slacking.
where we seeing this at? Do I have to go to YouTube?
On
Son of a
yeah,
bitch.
YouTube.
Comes in late.
So
Hey now, at least I showed up. I'm on my phone, so I got you your mean mugs is all I get to see.
is
Oh, you're my guy.
what's it
I'm so
called?
sorry.
Is the YouTube, if I put a link there, is the bot going to reject it?
No, I'll allow it.
YouTube, if I put a link there, is the bot going
It should.
Trevor is the bot. You didn't know?
Yeah, so there's the one for the mod calibration tool. I'll throw it in where maybe Outlaws thing in the Discord too. Outer Rim Outlaws.
Yeah, I'll put it in there.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
All right. So next question. Trying to watch the time here. So next question is going to be: pick a unit, explain why you mod them and why. So I picked SLKR. If you guys can't see the screen, I try to make sure we can see our faces too. But on the right hand side, you'll see SLKR. This is how I mod to perfection. And so I'll show you the stats real quick. He's 588. I can't get him any higher. I just don't have it without taking some from somebody good. His health's good range, almost 140k. Speed's 588. Crit damage is 217. Damage is 12.5. So basically this is how I mod mine. Triangle's crit damage, offense on the cross, circle is health, speed on the arrow. So in base guy run a speed set with a health set. The only 3 things you need for an SOKR is damage, speed, and health. Those are the biggest things, especially with Darkside Ray. Ramp him up. So those are the biggest things I go for. Like some people like to do all offense, don't do all offense because more times he hits, more times he can ramp up. So I see a lot of people run all offense and they'll run offense and health. I used to do that a long time ago, but now he just hits so many times, and then that's how I mod him. I'm very particular on my Ray and my SLKR, how they're modded. Yeah, you just want a healthy, speed, and damage. That's basically that's it. I mean, and if you can get offense substats, what I mean by that is it's a crit damage. I don't have one on this. But let's see. I have right here 4% offense on the substat. If you can grab those, like this is 6%, I rolled this just for him. So that's what I focused on. I got the decent speed, 22 is not my crazy good, but the offense is really good. So I think he's maxed to the limit here. Yeah. Yeah, he's maxed to the limit. But some people could do like 595. I just don't have it. But that's just one of the questions somebody put in the notes. I wanted to go over SLKR modding. Like I see a lot of people use all health or offense and health, or he doesn't need a lot of potency. His potency is already really high. Like as you see, mine's 149. He has a high potency. It's already built in. So
yeah. Also, he doesn't really do debuffs that are not unresistible.
Don't
like
do
stun is unresistible, right? So
yeah, and don't do protection. Protection. He doesn't need a lot of protection either, because he'll generate his health back. So he can't regenerate his protection back, but he can generate his health back. So higher health, the better he does. So I just wanted to go over that real quick. But if you guys have any questions, we can in chat. I can go over that with you. But like I said, mine hits perfectly fine. My Dark Side Ray hits like a tank as well. She's fast. She basically got the same kind of modding, but an offensive set instead of a speed set. Oh, I guess I can show you. Basically the same kind of setup. Where's she at? She's R9. But I used to have a speed set on her. But then with that new Datacron, I wanted her to hit hard. So I moved her to offense and health. As you see, she's at 97 right there, almost 10k. I could probably tweak it, but I don't want to take from my Seer Malicos mods. So we're gonna leave that as is. But I need to switch that back around. It's kind of nice when she hits hard on offense now instead of defense. But you know, she hits super hard now. Basically the same concept: crit damage, offense, health. Basically the same thing as SLKR.
SLKR, yeah.
Basically the same primaries, just different mod set. Now, if you don't have the offense, you can run the speed and health, because I did have her like 340 something, but I wanted her to hit harder. So, but yeah, those are a couple modding things. I forgot who put that in the notes, but we went ahead and go over that. So, any questions there?
Yeah, that's kind of like, so I think the idea is like to kind of have the meta mods and madness just be like, you know, kind of segments that we talk about those three things.
Okay.
You know?
Gotcha. All right, you guys can do the next one if you want, the madness part. And I'll fix the screen.
All right. Well, the madness idea is all the crazy stuff that's happening in game, and a couple of points that we have. And I'd love to know. I think most of us usually play on PC at this point, but the shipment screen taking about 5 seconds per every single purchase on most mobile devices. If I'm using my tablet, I have the same problem, and it's a new tablet. Have you guys experienced this? And does it really hint? I mean, some people call it unplayable, and I don't think it's unplayable. It's just 5 seconds, right? But Swampgrass, have you experienced that at all?
All day, every day, this game is becoming more and more glitchy. The biggest problem, I don't think, is that you know, that we have to wait the couple seconds. The biggest problem is during those couple seconds, you're trying to like do something to make the game react, But it's actually pressing buttons, and some people are actually losing crystals to this because it is activated or sort of reacting to those touches, even though the screen hasn't reacted. So, some people are actually, getting hit really hard with this glitch, and it is very serious. And it seems like CG is not really doing anything about it. We've had 3 updates since this started happening. Relic Delta Y, like fix what we got. How about that?
That's what I keep saying. Fix the shit we have wrong now. You're messing with other
Ship,
stuff.
Shipments Delta.
I know.
I haven't noticed that issue. My issue that I've noticed lately is in the middle of GAC matches, I'll be like fighting someone, and then all of a sudden the game just closes out,
Mm,
and then
I've
you
had
lost
crashes
your
like
your
that
your
sometimes.
thing and everything, and just like randomly like, and you're like, what the fuck? So then, and then you go back in, and it counted your attack attempt and everything else, but you're just like, you didn't even get to do anything, or you were literally seconds away from finishing it and having the win, and then now you have the loss, and you have to go back in and refight the same team. Now you got to figure out another team that can beat that team. So you're like wasting teams on shit because it just randomly closes the game out in the middle of a fight. You're like, what kind of BS shit is that?
Yeah, I've
That's
had that
madness.
happen a couple
That
times
makes you
on
go
my
mad.
PC with the client. It did that a couple times for me.
My story a week ago. This bitch thing. I clicked the credits and it fucking said I spent 1,600 crystals. I was livid.
Oh.
I was like, you think I made out of crystals? I was this close. I was like, I want a refund. And I was like,
Oh, so
yeah. I was, the
what I'm
main,
talking about.
yeah, the main one. Like, you get the cheap gear. I'm looking at it right
Yeah,
now,
the
1,700.
drop shipments.
Yeah, I click it and it skipped a row, went down to Hera. I don't have Hera yet. And I was just like, you motherfucker, 16 shards for almost 1,600 crystals. I was pissed.
That's rough.
Yeah, I was like, who do I contact? Yeah, they need to fix that. Now, I don't. Go
At
ahead.
this point, they probably have a whole department just receiving everybody's complaints about this issue instead of fixing it. Crazy.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Well,
message me head and be like, hey, I need 600 crystals back now.
I believe EA handles all the complaints, and then they forward those things to Capital Games. But for the most part, I think it's like a EA customer service agent that's just going to tell you that they can't help you most of the time. In-app purchases are finalized and things like that is usually what the response that you usually get. Did you get a refund?
No, because I was gonna be like, go through and be like, hey, I was gonna do it, but I was like, I don't got time to do it. But I was thinking about it.
They would have just gave him them 3 still the Clone Wars Chewie shards is all they would have done. That's all he would have got.
Yeah, I'll be
Like,
like,
sorry for the inconvenience. Here's your Clone Wars Chewie shards.
no, I want my full 1,600 crystals. I mean, I don't starve on crystals. Don't get me wrong, but 1,600, I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I don't like Hera that much.
I've seen a lot of people reach out to customer service and they're just like, yeah, all in-app purchases are final. So like, oh, I relic the wrong character or something like that, or I bought the wrong thing, and they just don't care. Remember when they first moved the
Mhm.
Yeah.
gear down, and people
Yeah,
were
when it used to
buying?
be on top and they moved it down a row or whatever, and everyone kept buying everything on the top and getting pissed. Yeah.
Yeah, and
And they
then they
get no
claimed,
refund from it.
well, they gave refunds, but the claim was that it was not intentional. But when they offered refunds, they said if you accidentally clicked it within the first, I can't remember what it was, 24 hours, 12 hours, something like that. So they're admitting that, yeah, it's intentional, but, we'll give you a little bit of money back. Just, it's okay, like trying to get
Hey,
away
here's
with
your
it.
Clone Wars Chewie shards.
Yeah.
We'll give you some
But
Clone
what
Wars
I
Chewie shards.
find dealing with the the customer support there, and it is EA support, you're right about that, but is that I have gotten always what I wanted out of it. It usually was a thing where I couldn't access my account or something like that. but they don't speak English as a first language, so it's a very frustrating process, and that's part of why people probably don't pursue support in the most part. For the most part, is it's not a very smooth process. But for somebody like me who's dealt with it a few times, I know what I'm doing as far as what I need. So best thing you guys can do if you're ever going through EA support, have screenshots of exactly what's happening, the error messages, all that, your account, have a screenshot of any purchases that you've made in the game, your receipts. That's how you prove that you own your account. Before you even start talking to them, throw those screenshots in the chat. They will instantly hook you up to a live person and move the process along faster. So
That's
that's my
awesome.
tip. Yeah.
That's great advice.
Yeah. And for anybody who's free to play and you're like, I don't want to spend any money in a game, find something cheap that's like $1, whatever you can afford, and buy that one thing because that is used as proof of ownership of your account. Just so you know.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's awesome. The next thing that we have in the madness department is the missing button glitch. This has been a glitch that has happened for years now,
Oh, wait, is this
and it's been
the Ahsoka glitch where they just randomly disappear? That one?
um,
And you can't
Ahsoka and
fight anymore?
also Imperial troopers have it a lot. So I
Mine,
think it has to do a lot with attacks out of turn.
I,
Mm.
I feel like it happens with me with Malicos versus Rays a lot. Like the buttons just all disappear. When rocks are ready, they all disappear, and I'm like, I'll be live streaming, and
Like
I'm
after a counterattack.
yeah. Well, no, like say his first rocks goes through, then his second rocks, I know it's ready, and then all the buttons did. Well, after I throw the rocks, all the buttons disappear.
So his first rocks broke the buttons then, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
First
something.
rocks broke the buttons.
Yeah.
So second rocks can't work because the buttons all got broke.
So I'm like, now I don't want to take Malicos for free. I'm afraid. The
But
buttons.
this is a common thing that a lot of us have experienced
Hmm.
across the community and clearly in this chat. Uh, and I think we report it a fair amount, right? And it's an easy screen grab. You take a screenshot of your character standing there staring at the other characters, just hanging out while the time runs out.
Mhm.
Uh, how much longer do you think that this is going to be a problem? And does anybody have any idea what causes it? How can we avoid it if it's not going to be fixed?
I think it's like
No idea how
Really,
we can avoid it. And it looked like, from what I saw, with at least with Ahsoka, they don't have any plans on fixing it
yeah, I
because
think
it's
it's
like
a
an
coding
intermittent thing.
issue and it's a bigger issue than just fixing the like it's not a hot fix. I think it's something where they need to go back like when they changed the formats of the shops and the user interface in general, they need to go back and resort out some code in there because that's what I think is causing all this. Is there's some error or something has changed over time that caused an error, or yeah, something with the code when it came to that new interface. I think. So,
and do you think that that's linked to the other visual glitches that we get throughout the game in different screens, different game modes?
mm. Yeah, yeah, where it'll like you guys have probably seen it when you're going through like territory war list of ships and then it shows them all like different colors like red and blue and white and it's all like glitching out and stuff, right? Or like there'll be like a looks like a picture in picture little square at the top left but there's nothing in it, it's either black or it shows the home screen. I think that's
Yeah.
kind of the same thing. It's some kind of overlapping code that's meant to perform a certain function but it's something is going wrong, some rogue
You know what
code.
I haven't seen in a while actually is the Marauder. When he
Mm.
throws those two lightsabers and it spins and then it stays on your screen for the rest of the time that you're playing. I haven't
Yeah, I
seen
think
that.
they actively fixed that. Like they intentionally fixed that at one point. I can't remember when or anything, but I think that is something they actually fixed.
I used to
The
love
one
that.
thing. Oh yeah, it was
The one
cool. Actually, in Marvel Strike Force, there was a similar glitch where Shocker would do something like that, where it would just like perpetually keep spinning on the screen, and their fix was remove the animation, so it just does the
Oh,
damage.
we should have that option in game as well, I think, because sometimes those
Oh yeah.
animations bog down on the system. They really do, especially on mobile. I don't really have many problems on PC, um, but some of those animations, they really cause a problem on mobile, especially like if you've already got a lot of debuffs on the screen, dots. Sometimes Lord Vader takes forever to
Mhm.
do anything.
Or even that classic Jedi Knight Anakin where he does the splash thing. That seems like it almost breaks the game every time, and that's been like a decade, right? Like
Yeah, since day one, I think.
crazy. So, and yeah, so a lot of the animations are making them longer and longer, right? Like the Jabba animations, the Ahsoka team animations, all those are like, you're using up a big chunk of time just watching them do a couple basics or whatever. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I think that would
Hurricane
be good.
Hondo's ult is really long too. Yeah,
I haven't seen it, but could be. Yeah. But yeah, that would be a good idea. Put in like how they have an MSF. It's like advanced setting where you just put on low graphics mode or something like that. So that would be cool. Especially for those clutch battles where you're like, oh, we got to be really on our buttons for this one. Put it in low graphics
yeah,
mode, and then maybe have an easier time, right?
yeah. I mean, if they want to be more inclusive to like legacy devices, this makes sense.
Mm. And also,
Like I said,
my cousin deals with the thing where he gets seizures. So, but he likes these type of games, but they have very flashy animations, like screen is
oh yeah,
flashing and stuff. So for him to be able to reduce that on Marvel Strike Force is handy for him too, like medically. So yeah.
that's a very good point.
Mhm.
All right, was that the?
Yeah, that's pretty much it that
Okay,
we got for topics here.
okay.
Except for one thing we did kind of skip that I added during the podcast is that EA purchase was purchased by Saudi Arabian government. I don't know if you guys heard about this.
Yeah, I did.
The PIL.
Yeah,
They have a
I
lot
did
of
not hear about that.
yeah, they have a lot of sports leagues and stuff like that that they've been buying up over the last 3 4 years, something like that, and like golf and stuff like that. Basically, trying to change the image of Saudi Arabia. And their most recent purchase is Electronic Arts for $55 billion. So yeah, things could be changing in the world of Electronic Arts, and we already know Electronic Arts lost the Star Wars IP exclusivity. So you know
yeah.
things are changing in that brand. We might see all kinds of different new types of games. We might see restrictions on type of games. We might see, who knows what they're going to do. Could very change a lot over the next little while. So
Yeah. Hey, hopefully some good things though.
yeah, they definitely have enough money to like
They're rich.
potentially give it a positive, growth and stuff. So yeah, we'll see. I imagine there'll be more international sports that are included because right now, like EA kind of makes a lot of their money off of like Madden and stuff like that. But we might
FIFA.
see, you know, cricket. Like cricket is one of the most watched sports in the world. So,
Yeah,
a game like that might be very successful or, stuff like that.
Maybe we'll get some table
What did he say? I can't know. He's breaking up.
table tennis. What? We're gonna get some of that Forrest Gump games going on.
Hmm.
it's kind of funny
Sounds good.
because like regular tennis, there are video games for that. Topspin is dope. I don't know. I don't know why, but you could just like create a character and play Topspin for like 6 hours, and then be like, "Why did I waste 6 hours of my life?" But you did. You did. You didn't even win anything. You're just sitting there like hitting the same ball over and over. It's crazy how some of those games you just get I don't know, you zone out. You just like Destiny, man. Destiny 2, I played for like 8 hours in a clip, right? And I'm like, where did the time go? Did I even have fun?
Yeah, time just
Just
seems
that
to
escape from
dissolve when you're
reality.
in the other worlds. Yeah, exactly. Hmm.
All right. So I want everybody to let me know how you guys like this podcast. We're gonna start doing this once a month. It might be twice a month. I'll talk to the gentleman here, but once a month for now. We wasn't gonna do it last Monday, but things came up for everybody. So it'll probably be the Monday before we do Grand Arena, the Conquest week. There's not a lot of GACs going on and stuff like that. Let us know if you guys like this. We'll have new topics every month, everything that's going on in the game. We'll try to talk about different things. This is me and Swamp's second podcast together, so we know how to pretty much run it. Like I said, let us know. You can give us questions. We'll put it in the next podcast. Any questions you want us to go over, stuff like that. I think it went really well for the first one. Make sure you check out Swamp at I have their good
Twitch.tv/Swampgrass420
Mhm.
or on YouTube. I think you can just search Swampgrass420 on there and it'll come up.
Yep. I got his link in my description. And go ahead, Stan. Where we find you at?
Stanimal56 is the channel name, so you could just search for that on YouTube. I think the link is youtube.com/Stanimal5669, I believe. I made it a long time ago.
Gotcha. All right, but Enigma's not made one yet, so whenever he makes one.
Yeah, I gotta make one just for Star Wars here.
But
And then we'll pump you up.
yeah.
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 Got to pump you up.
I want to thank everybody for coming out, even these gentlemen. I know it's Monday night, got other things to be doing. But like I said, we'll do this once a month. If they wanted to switch to 2, we'll do the 2. I'm usually off on Sundays and Mondays, so it's easier for me. But if there's not a lot going on, it's gonna be hard to do it every 2 weeks. So the trends of the game. So, but appreciate everybody, all the likes, all the questions. Hey guys, you got anything else to add? I try to keep it 2 hours.
I got a belt promotion to get to go watch. My daughter's getting promoted tonight, apparently, and no one knows. I just found out.
Nice.
There you
Professor
go.
called me like, "Where you at, fool? Get your ass in here
Congrats.
after
That's awesome.
by the time class is over. Your promoter." Say, "Oh, okay."
Nice. Fix your game, CG.
Fix your game. Wish
Yeah.
I'll play that song. All right. We are going to hop off here. And we will see you guys next time. And you guys have a great one. Peace out.
Hanging out.
And there we go. Done.
I'm